This is Megan Vandermeer with Grand Prairie Public Library, here to bring you another little art tutorial this week. And so what we've got going today is a polka dot flower project based off of an activity I had the idea for after making a bio for Yayoi Kusama, the Japanese artist who's in her 90s right now, I believe. But she's known as the Queen of Polka Dots, and this is sort of inspired by one of her pieces that's called The Flowers That Bloom at Midnight, which are all these giant flowers that are absolutely covered in polka dots, because that's kind of her thing. And, oh dear. So what you're going to need is you're going to need leaf shapes that you've cut out of construction paper, and or just any colored paper, and also to draw and cut out an eye shape, which I already pre-stuck with sticky stuff on the back. I'm blanking on the word for this. You need a shape that you've cut out of egg carton that sort of resembles a flower that I've also gone and painted and started doing the polka dots on. And then I stuck a pipe cleaner through the center and then covered the pipe cleaner with some more paper and then left the bottom as a little loop thing, because that's going to get pushed into some air dry clay. But what I should do first, and a cup, and then markers or paint as you choose. So what you're going to do to start is, after you've got your flower painted, the flower bud cut out and painted, and you've got the stem through it and cover it as necessary, and you've got the leaves cut out, is you're going to go and take a marker or paint and start drawing all these little polka dots all over the surface. It can be a similar toned color, it can be different colors if you want to go out there. Like, you can make it your favorite color. You don't even have to paint it pink, you can paint it white, you can paint it purple, orange, green. And there's the red. And then all I'm going to do is finish my polka dots on the leaves. Let's see, the artist that this is based off of, she does a lot of these big sculptural pieces, or what's called installation work, where she basically goes and makes a room that people can walk in. She's known for these huge mirrored spaces, whether they have all these polka dots all over, or little mirror globes, or giant polka dotted pumpkins in the mirror room. They're really neat, and from the research that I did, looks like her whole obsession with polka dots was a way of her working through these OCD tendencies she noticed she had when she was growing up. So it was something that she did as a stress relief to work through things, and she ended up continuing that, and now it's gone to the scale where people can go to a big museum and walk into a room that's just full of these things, and from looking at it, not that I've been to one, it kind of seems like, I don't know, like it would be kind of strange, like walking into what you imagine space is, like outer space as a kid. Just sort of making you feel kind of small or also kind of overwhelmed by everything that's going on. But not necessarily in a negative sense. It's kind of surreal. I ended up putting the paper down because I noticed earlier that my markers were bleeding through this paper. So, don't want that on the table. I really like this one. Do the blue instead. I'm just kind of going all over the place here with really large dots or circles, tiny ones, or as tiny as I can get with the point of this marker. Oh. Some of them might end up blending together, and well, I guess that's okay for the sake of the exercise. Turn bugs into features. And I'm going to go back and make this one a bit better. then when you are satisfied with the amount of dots that you've got, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tape with the eye on it. I'm going to stick the eye inside our flower so it looks like that. And I'm going to stick the bottom of the loop into and sort of around the air dry clay, which when put in the bottom of the cup is going to function as a little bit of a weight. Which the cup could also be a Dixie cup. This is just what I had on hand. Then you can take your leaves and also press those. I'm gonna take the leaves out and put them in this way. Since it does not want to do what I want to do. Maybe it worked better with more clay. That might be the issue. Ideally, what happened here is you go and you get the flower in the bottom, and you stick the leaves in, and then you've got your little, because I might just go back and tape the leaves how I want it and see what I can do to weight this down a bit more, because it's not as much weight as I thought it would be. But you got the idea, and I hope that gives you a good idea for a project. And have a great rest of your week. Bye!